Now, there are many issues with my landscape material, but let's fix the most obvious one, the tiling. You can easily see that it is tiling not exactly quite right. So let's fix that. We will go here and we will manipulate these UVs. And to fix this, we need a texture coordinate, which will give us the information about the different coordinates that our texture will be in the world. So for that, we can right click text and type texture coordinate. And here we have it. Or we can hold the letter U and left click, and you will get the texture coordinate also. Then we're gonna multiply this by a constant. And we will put this here. We want to see what this multiplication will do, so let's create first a constant. I can press that number 1 and left click, connect it here, and let me convert it to a parameter so we can edit it on the fly. I'm calling it global UV tiling, and by default it will be 1. Let's save, this will apply it, and then we can open our material instance so we can check how this is going to change. Global scale, we can put it higher. If we want it to be smaller, we can put it in a lower value if we want it to be bigger. And these will actually break the tiling a little bit because you will need to be very far away in order to know that this is tiling. So here, you don't really notice, right? So yeah, I mean, 0, let's put it as 0.3. That will be a good value for me, at least for now. Now, the second issue with my material, my landscape material, is that it's just a texture and it's a very flat texture. I want to add the normal. The normal, which is this texture, let's just double click on it and let's see what's happening here. You will see like a holographic type of image. This normal has the information of how the light will react to certain parts of this texture. So if we remove, for example, the green, we can remove everything actually. We can see how the light will affect us from the front, from one side, and from the other side. So, I mean, it's a little bit weird, but that's just how it works. Now, to get it to work, we will need to copy and paste this and put our layer like this. And yeah, I just need to connect this here and then here to the normal. Let's save it. And I can connect the normal of my second material like this. Save. And now you will see that it's no longer completely flat. You see? Now that's pretty good. And not only that, it also works with my grass. And if I only wanted some patches of grass here, for example, or maybe in this part, I can go here and start deleting the previous part where I painted like here, because you can see that it is blending, but maybe it is too strong for me. So some parts I only want it to be grass. So I'm just with shift click removing some of the dirt. Right? Now, what is left is connecting the ambient occlusion and the roughness, which this other texture will give us. This one will be the height, but let's just not worry about that just yet. And you will see that, hey, this will mean that I will need to copy and paste everything here and it will be a mess, right? So, no, you don't need to do it like this. Let me just delete this. Let me here create our new node will be make material attributes, and here I will add the base color. Here I will add the normal. The first one will be the ambient occlusion. The green channel will be the roughness, just like that. And now from here, this I'm going to put in the layer. It's giving me an error because, well, this is connected to here and this is connected to here. So let's just remove it. And this is the same information that we have here. So to use that, we could break the material attributes and connect each pin to each other pin. Or we can click here and we can check this that says use material attributes. So now we can just connect it directly. And I'm going to do the same, like copy this and paste here. And this will be the base color. This will be the normal. This is for the rocks. This will be the ambient occlusion. This will be the roughness. And I will connect this to the layer 1. And one thing that I was forgetting, well, you guessed it, is the UVs. The UVs need to be connected to every every input. So we are modifying and actually scaling the texture coordinates here, right? So again, it will be a pity if you just do it like this because it can get very messy. So what I'm gonna do is create a named reroute, and I will call this global UV tiling. Now this global UV tiling, I can call it from everywhere. So I can connect it here, here, here. Let's just copy and paste it here, 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 and also here. Now we have it like this. We can put a comment here just so it's easy to know that, yeah, this part is for the global UV tiling. Right, so let's save. It's going to wait a little bit. And now we can see actually how it's looking in our level. And this part that was not tiling that well, now it's tiling better because we fixed the UV issue. So pause the video and also do the same for the rocks. So as you know, this is how it should look with the rocks. It's the same as the other ones. Now, you can also pause the video and create a layer in the landscape. And this is how it should look like. Don't forget to create the layer info. And now, when you paint, you will get this rocky, and yeah, we have that value of our dirt. Let me just remove it completely so we can actually see the rocks. And there it is. More rocks. If you are able to see the tiling, I mean, if you're here and you say, oh, maybe the tiling is not quite right, then for sure, go to the material instance, make it even bigger, 0.1 even. Just taking consideration that this is a global type of tiling, and if you would like, you have the tools to create a tiling for each one of these layers. You would need to just copy this and just call it, oh, instead of global UV tiling, this is the tiling for the layer 1, for the layer 2, and for the layer 3. And you would be able to adjust it to how you would like. For me, it's fine. Now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pause the video and I'm going to actually take some time painting my my level. And this is how I'm living it. I mean, no one is going to see this. They are going to see this. They are going to see maybe this and this. And with that, I mean, I can live with that, right? So those are the bookmarks that we set up in an earlier video. But yeah, Control 1, Control 2, Control 3, and now when I press 1, 2, 3, maybe this one could be better. This is too green, definitely. But again, this is something that you can polish even more later on. And as always, if you want to do a dive deep into this, we have more tutorials in our channel. This is just a starter one, so you know how things are working.